Shopping for a carry-on can be overwhelming. There are hundreds of options, styles, and price points, but in the end, only a few things matter. Does it actually meet the airline size requirements? Will it fit in the overhead bin? And can it survive the chaos of a real travel day without falling apart?
Today I'm putting this bag to the test on an actual Delta flight.
This is the Level 8 20-inch Hegent Carry-on.
And by the end of this trip, we'll truly know if this carry-on is truly worth bringing on board. Let's go.
Dream vacations start here.
Now before we start the flight process, and because my channel is focused on airline and airport content, Level 8 did reach out to me to see if I would test this carry-on, and I agreed to. However, my opinions about this carry-on are solely my own. This is literally the first time I'm using this carry-on. And today I want to test 4 things.
Number 1, what can I practically fit into this carry-on? Number 2, does this carry-on actually fit in the overhead bins on the airplane comfortably? Number 3, does it maneuver well through airport traffic? And lastly, number 4, do I think this carry-on will hold up well long term?
Let's start with the first question. What's the capacity of the Level 8 Hegent Carry-on? How much stuff can I practically pack into it?
Inside you have 2 compartments. One side is equipped with a Y-shaped belt with a Velcro attachment. It also comes with this detachable partition, which helps with compression and prevents your clothes from spilling out when you open it. The other side has a fully enclosed compartment to protect privacy and keep your items tidy. The other nice thing about this carry-on is that it has a built-in transparent waterproof bag to separate wet items like a bathing suit from your dry items. I've always had luggage with zippers, and so this is the first piece of luggage that I've owned that is zipperless. At first I wasn't sure I would like it, but after having to open and close the luggage a bunch of times already, I have to say I actually like this better. It's actually faster to open and close the suitcase, and it's easier to compress down and close even if it's slightly overpacked. With the zipper carry-ons, it's usually a struggle to get the zipper around the luggage to close it, but with this carry-on, it's way easier. It also has international TSA combination locks, eliminating the worry of damage from airport inspections and unpacking. Another great feature of this carry-on is the slow release handles. It's not a must-have feature, but it's a nice touch to complement the premium quality of this carry-on. Inside the carry-on, I was able to pack 5 pairs of shorts, 4 t-shirts, 2 polos, and a pair of jeans. And then inside the zippered section, I was able to pack 7 pairs of underwear, 7 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of workout shorts, along with 2 workout t-shirts, and a toiletry bag. Or I could also swap out the workout gear with a pair of tennis shoes and 1 pair of shorts and a workout t-shirt. And as I'm closing this, I'm realizing I can probably fit a few more items into this carry-on if I wanted to. This is about a week's worth of clothes inside this carry-on, but just realized it is summertime. If I were packing wintertime, it'd probably be a lot less than this, probably maybe 4 or 5 days at most. So just keep that in mind.
So let's answer the second question. Would this actually fit in the overhead bins on the aircraft? Let's find out.
Today on my flight, I'll be flying on Delta's Airbus 320, and on my return flight, Delta's Boeing 737-800. So I'll get to test this out on 2 different aircraft. Delta has their carry-on size limit set at 22 by 14 by 9 inches. This measurement includes the wheels and handles. Level 8 has its carry-on measurements at 22 by 15 by 9 inches, including the wheels and handles.
So with the length being 1 inch more than Delta's size requirements, it does make me a little bit nervous that it might not fit in the overhead bin, but let's see what happens.
So despite the Hegent carry-on being 1 inch more in width than Delta's size limit, I had no problem fitting this carry-on into either of the 2 aircraft I was flying on. So far, we've tested the capacity of the Level 8 Hegent carry-on and proved that it can fit in the overhead bin on a Delta flight. Now let's test its maneuverability at one of the world's busiest airports, Atlanta International Airport. One of the first things I noticed when I started using this carry-on is how smooth and quiet the wheels are. Even fully packed, the bag glides smoothly through the terminal, which makes a long walk to your gate much more comfortable. And I don't need much effort to get it moving. The wheels spin 360 degrees, which makes weaving in and out of other passengers through the airport effortlessly. Even on pavement, the bag rolls smoothly. It is equipped with double steel bearings inside and are wrapped with injected polyurethane wheel skins on the outside, ensuring that the heavier the suitcase is loaded, the smoother it moves. What also makes this carry-on easy to maneuver is the adjustable handle. The telescopic handle has multiple height settings, so whether you're tall or short, you can roll the bag without hunching over. It's a small detail, but after a long walk to the airport, you really appreciate it.
So let's now answer the last question. Do I think the Level 8 Hegent carry-on will hold up long term? Well, after spending a day at the airport and getting a feel for the quality and durability of the carry-on, my answer is yes. It's a premium carry-on that I think will hold up long term. Why? Because Hegent combines a sturdy aluminum frame with a polycarbonate shell. Now you probably know what aluminum is, but polycarbonate is a term that you probably heard other creators use when talking about luggage, but never explain what it is or why it's important.
Polycarbonate just means the material is flexible. It can absorb heavy impacts and rough handling by flexing inward and then popping right back into its original shape without cracking or breaking.
Why is this important? Because if you do have to check a carry-on for your flight, you want it sturdy enough that it can withstand being tossed by the baggage handlers and handle the weight of other bags on top of it when it's being stored in the luggage hold under the plane. That's the difference between other carry-ons without the polycarbonate and ones with it. The last thing you want is your luggage to break open with no guarantee you ever get the items that you have inside your carry-on back. So do yourself a favor and get a carry-on that's going to last, has great capacity, fits in the overhead bins on the airplane, and maneuvers well. After spending a day at the airport, I do recommend this for your next trip. Level 8 did give me a discount code where you can get 10% off your next purchase on any Level 8 products. Click the link at the top of the description to start shopping. Until next time, safe travels.